back to my channel, Blast from the Past Farming. Today I'm going to get a wagon pulled out of the cattle shed so that this spring I can take the loader off the 756 and put it in the east or the west bay of this cattle shed, keep it out of the weather, because they won't have to go back on until November or December. I've got a bigger skid loader now, so the loader can stay off. Pull this tractor or this wagon out of here. Kind of a tight fit. There we go. Used to have two wagons in that bay, but now I got one of them stuck into the cattle shed. Or the red barn, and this one sat at the south end of here, so the front of it's all faded from the sun compared to the sides. I suppose if I had a lot of ambition I could probably wax it and buff it a little bit, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm going to pull it over here to the hydrant to see how much sparrow crap is on the inside of it and wash that out. The hitch on the front of this 350 sure comes in handy. Now we'll go take a little peekaboo and see how much bird poop's inside the wagon. Because I'm going to put this wagon inside the north end of that red barn there. Well, a half an hour later, I got her cleaned up. Got a lot of the oxidized paint off of here. Gonna have to hit this a little more right here, I guess. But I don't know what this with these circles. Maybe I'll go get that one mop and do it, but I'll have to pull the front tires up on a slope onto the pad, and then that seat channel right down in here is just full of sparrow crap, so I gotta get that all flushed out yet. Got the inside of the box washed. As you can see, there's a bunch of crap down there. All of that. Yeah, don't look too bad for an old wagon. Bought that way back in about 94, 95, something like that. It's a Dacon. Someone painted it more of a lighter green, but oh well. So now I'm going to wash the front end a little bit more. Try to get some more of the oxidized paint off with that turbo jet on my hot sea washer there, and then pull the front end up on the cement right there and hopefully get that sparrow crap flushed out of it. So catch you up in a little bit. So now I'm gonna get the tractor and push this big M&W wagon all the way back to the south end of this barn. I've only got 15 more bales of hay to sell, and the big old barn will be empty. And I used to fill this sucker up every year, all she would hold, of those little small idiot cubes. But I plowed up my last hayfield in September of 2015. So yeah, we'll get the wagon pushed back here. Got to move a couple broken bales. No big deal. So catch up with a little bit. Well, I've got the red wagon pushed back. Now we'll go see how close I am to
backing into the other wagon with this one. Didn't have a mom back. And for those who don't know, a mom back is a person that tells you how far to come back. Is mom back, mom back. Ooh. Yeah, right there. There, now you can see it. The weld on that angle iron is just barely touching, if it is at all. Huh. Darn, I'm good. I like this big old red wagon. Holds about 400 bushels. Put big truck tires on it. So this fall I'll be using these 3 gravity wagons to haul corn to the bin. There. In the summer I'll have to pull this wagon out, get the tarp off, get the hoop off the top, and then there's a, right there I have it divided in the middle. Take that division thing out of there and put the spout back on and wash it up good and have it ready for hauling corn this fall to the grain bin. Sold the auger off of it. It used to be my soybean wagon, but nobody wanted it as that, but somebody wanted the auger from way over at Dyersville or Dubuque. So don't care how far they come to get it, buy it and go. So well, I'll catch up with you a little bit. I gotta get this all unhooked and door shut again. There's my new to me Brent 544 wagon, cracking corn for the cattle. I'm going to see if I can lift the hopper up a little bit. We'll let her empty out. If I can come up about 2 inches, it'll feed a lot faster. Hang on. There. Got it up about 2.5 inches higher. It'll take the corn a little bit faster now. Climb up here and see what it's doing. Don't know how many bushels are in here. We're hoping about 100, maybe a little more. Get down. Kind of nice that the wind ain't blowing 80 miles an hour like always. A little exaggeration, but that's what it seems like. A lot of days 30 to 50 mile an hour winds lately. Still have corn stalks in the manure spreader for bedding. So, let you go for now. Now I'm unloading the feed into the, I think it's a 3 ton bulk bin. Maybe it's a 6-ton, I don't know. It holds more than what the grinder mixer does, put it that way. I have about maybe 25 bushels left in the wagon. And I'm just going to leave it in there till next time I need to grind. It'll aerate better than being inside the grinder mixer. Less chance of it getting moldy. When it quits mixing, then there's 600 pounds of feed inside of the grinder mixer yet. Getting pretty close to quitting. I tried out a scale on it at one time. There's the hole bar for it. Now she just quit mixing. Just quit mixing. So it'll be about 600 pounds of feed left coming out of it. This lever here is what puts the unloading auger in gear. Now I'll go shut the door and then run the auger faster, because it's all done kicking it out. Run the auger to empty out the auger a little better at higher speed. Makes it lighter for cranking it up and spinning it around. When I bought this grinder mixer, it didn't have that long something changed. There we go. It didn't have that, and I was up at the salvage yard and there was a grinder mixer up there that was being scrapped. So I bought the auger and the tubing all. And then I put a homemade support right here for it to saddle into it. Push it over just a bit. There. Crank her down a little more. Boom. No more bouncing. There. Now that's off. Otherwise the only support was way back here. So now I'll go pull this into the shed and unhook it. Catch up with it later. This must be a 5-ton bulk bin. As you can see, there's quite a bit of room in here yet. That'll last me a long time feeding 3 calves. And then I'll be getting some new ones, so then it'll be 6 new calves, or 6 calves for a total, and then butcher the 3 bigger ones, be back down to 3 again. Back when I had 17 head in that little feedlot, it was just a mud mess. Now there's grass and everything growing back in it. Then on that hay feeder, I take the big square bale twine and zigzag across the top of it to keep the wind from blowing it off. That really helps a lot and saves a lot of hay. Then in a few days I'll go out there and take the strings off and push it over to the other side so it can fall down inside the basket. But yeah, it works. Yeah, zoom in a little bit. There you go. They themselves don't waste much feed. It was always the wind blowing it out of there off the top. Because what's laying around there is from 5 bales of hay already. So, oops, not a lot of waste. Kind of hard to see the screen on my cell phone in the glare of the sun and everything, so. Yeah, I'll let you go. Gotta put the top on the bulk bin. Make sure the lid's on tight for all the stupid wind that we get. So, catch you later. Well, I got the feed ground. Got a different tire put on the front of that one because it was so weather checked. And whoever had the wagon first before this had put sealer in it. That thing was really weather checked bad. So, got everything put back in the shed now after grinding feed. So, yeah. Long day. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, like and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one. Remember, be kind to one another.